Kickstand up. Sun just down. Key turns on. Beast brown.
Fold you out, click, lock, fold again. Little transformer on the sidewalk, friend. Dual spring bounce, eating every crack. Concrete waves, you're surfing right back. Fat tread hum on the painted lane. Traffic stuck, you're out the frame. Slow roll, let the street lean in. Feel that torque from a lazy grin. Beast brown, rolling like I own this town. Talking now, Beast brown. Hit that pedal, feel the sound.
What's up, e-bikers? Happy New Year. First e-bike review of the year coming to you here in early January. So this is the Jasion Hunter Pro. It is a dual suspension folding fat tire e-bike in the budget sector here. So $10.99 as of the taping of this, and you get a lot of value for that money. So we'll talk about it today. This is the Beast Brown color, probably the coolest color name in the history of e-bikes so far that I've seen. A nice brown kind of matte finish here with the orange and white accents with the Jasion branding there. So pretty cool. Also comes in blue and black if you want some of those colors as well. But this is a 20x4 folder. So let's get into the specs, tell you more about what the Hunter Pro has in store. Here's a close-up view of that paint job on the frame. That Beast Brown. It's a pretty nice color, actually. Really like the combination here. Jasion is a sub-brand of Ebike, I believe. So they're definitely an up-and-coming brand, I think, in the market. And coming out with a new model as well. I'll be reviewing that shortly as well in the new year. So stay tuned for more on these guys. But here's a quick up-close look at the bike. You got a nice swept back rack back here. It's good for about 55 pounds. You got a Shimano SIS derailleur back there, pretty basic. But gearing is pretty solid so far. There's your folding pedals. This is, of course, a folding e-bike, so we'll get into that. And older frame, so the key is in here on the bottom. And we'll talk about that as well. Okay, for your motor back here, it's 750 watt, of course. It says it peaks at 1800 watts. 95 newton meters of torque. So this thing has got some pretty good punch to it off the line. And with that throttle, so it came with full throttle. But there is an app as well where we can lock it and set the top speed to about 31, I think. So we're going to try that and test it out on the road. So the battery is located in here. It's a 48 volt, 15 amp hour, 720 watt hours, and it comes with a 2 amp charger. This is the step over frame. They have a step through version as well with mag wheels and a pretty cool look with the same horse linkage here. That bike only comes with a 13 amp hour battery. So this skin is a 15, so a little more range here for your money. Okay, 180s on the rotors up front here. You have 2 piston hydraulic disc brakes, and these are rocking 20x4 Chow Yangs. Pretty ubiquitous tire, very common in the e-bike industry with the nice knobbies there. All blacked out, no white lettering, and it makes it for a clean look. You got your front suspension up here. We'll talk about that in a moment. You got the bosses up here for a front rack if you want to do that. Here's your light plastic fenders. And here's a look at that rear brake assembly as well with, again, 180s on the rotors. Sizing wise, this bike is 67 inches long. It comes in at about 80 pounds overall. 400 pound payload capacity, and it's good for rider heights from 5'2 to 6'3. 6'3 might be stretching it a bit. I'm 6 foot, and I don't get full pedal extension on this, so I think it's best for riders 6 foot and under overall. This is a 7-speed e-bike, your typical Shimano shifter up here. Looks like about a 48.2 chainring. That's mated to a 14 to 28 freewheel in the back there, so might have a little ghost pedaling at the higher speeds. But it is a cadence sensor e-bike, and that's kind of what you get in the budget e-bike space here on these folders is a cadence sensor, not torque. Let's try that front shock. Just spring loaded, I believe. That does have a lockout here, and it has preload on that side. Here's that horse linkage. You have 4 bars here, and you have the Innovation Technology shock here. You cannot adjust this, so it's one of its downsides, I guess. But out of the box, you know, I'm 180 pounds, and I do get some bounce on it, so let's take a quick look at that. You can see here when I sit on the bike, it does give me a little bit of bounce, though it's pretty stiff. Let's take a look at the cockpit setup here, because you get a lot for your money here when it comes to the features on this e-bike. So we'll start here on the left-hand side. You got your basic twist grips here. Here is your brakes. I'm not sure what these are. It looks like Tektros, but they're unbranded overall. And you've got plus and minus. You've got turn signals. You got a horn here. Let's turn the bike on. There you go. Nice color display as well. You get all your PS levels up here, your speed, and if you hit the M button on the control pad, you got voltage right there, 53.2. You've got, what else? It's max speed, trip, odometer, and voltage. That's it there. You can see there the turn signal is still on, so one thing it doesn't do, it doesn't auto shut off. So let me hit that again. Now it's gone there. So nice color display though overall. Right side, you got your basic grip here, twist throttle, Shimano shifter, and your other brake. Cable management is pretty good with the nice sleeve here on the hay bikes, on the Jasion, kind of like the hay bikes. To turn the light on, you're going to hold down the plus key for a few seconds, and you'll see there it came on. Let's take a look at that front headlight. There it is. You also have a rear brake light on this e-bike. And when you press the brakes, it does light up as well. Another nice touch is this wide plush saddle here. A really nice saddle. Normally you don't get good saddles on budget e-bikes, but this is an exception here. Nice blacked out matte finish, and it is super squishy. It should be plenty comfortable for those longer rides. Here's how that horn sounds. And you also have walk mode here. So walk mode, if you're not familiar with it, when you hold down that minus key for a couple seconds, the bike will start to go at about 3 miles an hour. So you can basically walk it up a hill or just walk it alongside of you, should you choose to do that here. Let me see if I can demonstrate that. I'm just going to back the bike up here, and I'm going to hold down the key, and there it goes. It's taking off on me. Let's fold up the bike. It's going to fold here at the stem, so that's going to come down. You're going to fold your pedals in like this. Grab the other one. It's already folded. And then you're going to unfold this and put the bike in half like a taco. So let's drop these handlebars down. Nice BMX handlebars, by the way. You don't really get that too on a lot of these things. You get the T-shaped stems. And that, get your kickstand up. Grab the bike and fold it in half here. Take the battery out in a second. It's a little bit stiff out of the box. Oh man, definitely stiff. Just might take a couple times before it starts to loosen up. And there you go. Now your bike is folded up here. Okay, here's your key. You're gonna have to basically, here's your lock. So the key unlocks the battery. You do it twice. Now you can pull the battery out. So I'm going to take the key out. There's a little handle in here. Take my glove off. And here comes the battery. So again, Jasion. There's your plug here. Plug it in. And that's about it. Just slides back in. And you have to use the key to lock it. Key stays in it at all times. So it is kind of an older setup that way. Electric got rid of that long ago. And we're just going to plug it back in. You kind of do this by feel here. Because it's hard to see the key slot from up top here. Okay, there, I got it in. Now she's locked again. And we're good to go. Okay, so I just registered on the Jasion app. It sends you a code, you gotta enter it, and allow the Bluetooth to connect. So let's see here, intelligent writing, blah, blah, blah. Allow Jasion to use your location. I'll allow while using app. Confirm. Whatever. So we're going to add bike here. Got to click that. Okay, it's paired. Add bike. All right, looks like it's working here. So I don't normally use apps, but this app lets you go into the settings and change all the PS levels and also hit the top speed as well. So we're going to do that. I'm going to confirm my beast brown color. Got it. Why is it searching again? Let me go back. Okay. So let's see here. How do you get into the settings? Hunter Pro. Ride me. Oh, settings. Here we go. So click on me. Go to settings. No, maybe that's not it. Time zone, speed, and mileage unit. That's that. How do you can turn the bike on and off as well, so let's try that. User manual view now. Okay, don't want that. There's a user manual in here in case you need it. Settings. Okay, here we go. Personalize. Okay, customize. Okay, here we go, finally. All right. So top speed is set to 28. We're going to bump that up to 31 max. Throttle speed limiter is off. And here's your gear limiter. So 11 miles an hour, level 1, 17, level 2. Let's do that to like 15. Level 3, let's make that 20. Level 4, I'll do 28. Yeah, let's do like 27, and then 31 for level 5. So, all right, not bad. Click back out, and I think we're done here. So, we can turn the light on and off as well. Let's turn it on. We're going to do a test right here. So, yeah, pretty nice app here from the folks at Jasion. All right, so we're on the Jasion Hunter Pro here. First impression, comfort-wise, pretty good. Got the nice BMX bars here. I set them back just a little bit forward, just to get more reach. So I have long arms. Again, this bike is fully unlocked now. So we're gonna do a speed test, hill test, but first, we're gonna take it into the woods up here. All right, we got dual suspension here, so let's test it out off-roading. See what it's like. It's pretty bumpy in here. A lot of rocks, roots. Nice. See what she's like. Do a little jump as we get around top of the hill up here. Yeah, this thing's handling it well. Just throttling up here. Big piece of wood there. Yeah, you should get like 30 miles on throttle on this thing. It just depends how fast you ride it. PS1, which is like 11 miles an hour, you can get, 50-ish probably. But real world riding, I'd say about 40 overall. So between 30 and 40, 50, depending on how you ride the thing. Throttle, you get less, of course. Pedal, you get more. So good little bump here. Getting a little squeak from the brakes. It's cold out today. So. The motor's pretty quiet actually. It's up off right here. Nice. Let's try this big camel's hump here. Oh yeah, nice. This thing's taking it well. Oh, get a root there. Oh yeah, do a double suspension. Kick it in. Well, we got some hikers here. All right, speed test time, guys. So we're gonna do throttle only first, and then we'll try pedaling, see how that does. So again, it should go to 31. on my flat stretch here, my test track. So let's hit it. The PS5. I got the app up as well, so for GPS. Alright, 21, 22. Bike says 26. It's coming on. 28. GPS is 27. Oh, hit a bump there. 28 in GPS. And, ooh, running out of room there. It felt more power at the end there. It was like it's going to climb to 29. Let's try it again. Again, throttle only here. It's really windy today, so hopefully it doesn't hurt our speed. Oh, I can feel that wind. It's coming straight at us. Yeah, that wind, man. Oof. Alright, let's try pedaling. See what that does. We got some brake squeaking on this bike. So, 7th gear. Alright, let's go there. Alright, comes on faster with pedaling here. Get the cadence sensor. We're already at 27. There's 28. Bike says 31. GPS says 30. I'm really spinning my legs. 31 on GPS. We hit it. 32 I saw. Nice. I think on a flatter stretch, I could probably hit it on throttle. So, but good to know, guys. There's your speed limits. All right, hill test time. So they say this thing peaks at like 1,800 watts. So let's see how we do here. I'll hit the throttle first. Steadily climbing, 13, 14 miles an hour. I was hearing some motor sound just at low speeds, kind of walking the bike around. But overall, the motor's quiet. Let's start pedaling here. Here's the steep part. It's about 10% grade. And we'll do the really steep one too at the end. Then we'll test the brakes after this. All right, we're at 11. Shouldn't drop below 10. Maybe not 11. 11.1 on the speedometer. GPS said 10, and we'll call it at 11. So 750 watt, just as expected there. All right, let's see how she does on the really steep one. Get those brakes. Looks like they salted. Tons of salt on here. Oh yeah. Hear that crunch of that rock salt down there. 5 miles an hour up the hill. You made it. Not a problem. All right. Hear that there? I don't know what that noise is. All right, gotta go slow here. I don't want to spin out on this salt. Let's test the brakes up here. Nice. A little slide there. Not too bad though. Very grippy. Had no complaints about the brakes. Look at that. You really stop. Back one. Ooh. Slide right out. All right, let's go wrap this thing up because it is freezing out here. And I'll give you my likes and dislikes for the Jasion Hunter Pro. Let's go. All right, there's your Hunter Pro, guys. So excellent value for the money. You get a lot here for the money. I mean, you get a folding e-bike. You get 1,800 watts peak power, 31 miles an hour on that top speed. You get an app to control all the settings. You get turn signals, right? You got a nice control pad up here with everything you need to do. You got a color display. You got BMX bars. You got a really nice plush seat here. Really comfortable. One of the best seats I've gotten on any e-bike in my 5 years. That's for sure. It's a great seat. I love that seat. So what dislikes, you can't adjust the suspension down here on this cheap on this cheap shock. You got the key slot here. You got to keep the key in it. That's annoying. The gearing, 14 to 28 tooth. It really needs 11 to 28 because you got some ghost pedaling at the higher speeds. I would try and throw like a 52 tooth chainring on there and see if that would fit. The light is basic up front here. Nothing to write home about. The brakes are good, although they are a little bit noisy that I've noticed so far. And the hub back there is squeaking a little bit for some reason at the lower speeds. Not sure why. It's cold out today. I don't know if that has to do with it or not, but that's a pretty basic gearing down here. The Shimano SIS Index shifter, but it works. No complaints there. It does shift well. So you got a rack. I mean, it's a pretty good sized bike as well. It's not like the Ebike Mars 2.0 I had, which I think is a little bit smaller bike. This is like a good 5% bigger, I think. So it fits me better as a rider. I'm 6 foot tall. So there you go. For $10.99, there's nothing to complain about here. It's a great e-bike for that money here. So if this was my first e-bike, I would be really happy with this thing. So 48 volt, 15 amp hour battery. I'll throw a link in the description there, guys. Let me know what you think about the Hunter Pro from Jasion. I got some more bikes coming from these guys as well in the coming month or so. So stay tuned for that, and I'll see you in the next crisscross, guys. And I'm out.
Folded up, slide it in by the cafe wall. Yeah. Open up, ride it out, hear the driveway call. From the hallway carpet to the edge of town.